Houston, we have a problem. Imagine who can't relate to that phrase. You know, those 5 words struck fear into the heart of NASA. But there's only one word that's actually important. Imagine what it felt like to be a NASA engineer on that day. There's 3 astronauts up there on the way to the moon, thousands of miles away from Earth, and they have a life-threatening systems failure. And it's not just NASA engineers that hate problems. Business leaders hate them too. They lie awake at night worrying about their corporate problems. But I'm one of those weird guys that actually like problems, because most problems are actually puzzles. Puzzles are solvable. I believe that GIS is the ultimate puzzle solver. What better than GIS to figure out how things fit together, to zero in on a solution? And we've heard all throughout today the incredible business opportunities in solutions. So what I want to do is take some time to go through 2 examples of how we've been able to puzzle through the problems in business. So it's lunchtime. I'm in the Redlands office. I'm hungry. I want a quick bite to eat. Within 15 minutes of the office, there's over 300 franchise restaurants. Chicken, burger, pizza, the list goes on and on. But what happens if you have too many restaurants and not enough customers? One of our clients, and no, I'm not going to tell you who they are, figure it out, they're actually dealing with this problem. The CEO's pissed because there's not enough revenue and there's too much competition. A pissed off CEO? That's what I call a business problem. So his problem is actually a puzzle with 3 parts: the restaurants, the meals, and the customers. The trick is to figure out how we get those 3 parts, put them together in a way that makes the company more profitable. How do we do that? First, we generate more customers and make them more loyal through marketing. If you have 15 new customers come to your restaurant every day of the year and spend $5 at lunch, with only 3,600 restaurants, you'll generate $100 million of new revenue. $100 million. Secondly, make the meals appeal to the marketplace. If you do that, you're more likely to get your 15 customers in the door. The third piece of the puzzle is obvious. Locate your restaurants in a place that deals in such a way that it minimizes competition and maximizes market potential. This client adopted that strategy. They went from decline to industry-leading growth literally overnight. They solved the biggest problem in their corporate history with simple GIS techniques like trade area analysis and customer profiling. What better validation of the business value of GIS than somebody like that? My second example is Cisco, the company whose routers are the backbone of the internet. We're going to rely on this company when we move to the cloud. They provide a service level agreement that guarantees to get routers, equipment, engineers on site to fix your outage problems should you have a system failure. At Esri, we have a 4-hour agreement, and our equipment comes from a depot in Orange County. At the best of times, it takes 60 minutes to get to Redlands. But what would happen if there was traffic? If we had a failure during rush hour? Is it possible for Cisco to meet their obligation for us? And could they scale this up to every business in the United States or every client in the world? Well, the answer to this is yes. Because Cisco have smart people that worked out that it's actually a puzzle. It's actually 2 puzzles. The first is a strategic puzzle. It's about location allocation, taking your clients, your engineers, and the customers, and optimally assigning them to depots. And then you need to distribute those depots throughout the territory that you want to serve. The second issue is a real-time logistics application, dealing with traffic, making sure that you can meet your obligations to the customer. Once you figure that out, it's easy to solve. And you'll realize that we have ready-made, incredibly good analytical techniques to deal with this puzzle. So these are two examples of thousands of ways that GIS is the answer. Every day we're impacting the bottom line in business. We're saving companies hundreds of millions of dollars. We're making them tens of millions of dollars. The ROI is huge, but the GIS isn't rocket science. The GIS part is easy because ArcGIS makes it easy. Jack, Chris, and Dean have told you that this is our biggest growth market. We grew by 30% last year. This year, doing it ourselves with the business we see could be 100% growth. Imagine what we could do together if we actually came together to build solutions for this marketplace and this opportunity. So what do I want you to do? You're all expert puzzle solvers. Go find those executives that don't sleep at night. Tell them how we can puzzle through their problems and end their nightmare. I guarantee you they'll never think about their problems in the same way ever again.